Let's talk about hackers. When you hear the word hacker, what comes to mind? For most people, it's a shadowy figure in a dark room, fingers flying across a keyboard, breaking into systems for fun or profit. But not the villains you see in movies. Hollywood loves to show hackers as masterminds causing chaos, but that's only one side of the story. There's a different kind, ethical hackers, or white hats. These are the good guys of the digital world, using their skills for a noble cause. Think of them as digital locksmiths hired to break into systems with permission to find weaknesses before real criminals do. Their job is to outsmart the bad guys by thinking like them, but always staying on the right side of the law. They use the same skills and tools as malicious hackers, but always with a contract and clear rules. Every test is agreed upon and every action is documented. Companies hire them to test websites, networks, and software, searching for cracks in the armor. They simulate real attacks to see how strong the defenses really are. Their job is to find problems before they become disasters. By discovering vulnerabilities early, they help prevent costly breaches and data loss. Ethical hackers are digital detectives and security guards rolled into one. They investigate, analyze, and protect all at the same time. In today's world, where everything is online, banking, shopping, socializing, protecting our data is crucial. Our lives are more connected than ever, and that means more opportunities for cyber threats. We trust companies to keep our information safe, and ethical hackers help them do just that. They're the invisible shield, working behind the scenes to keep our digital lives secure. They stress test defenses in a controlled, safe way. By simulating attacks, they reveal weaknesses that might otherwise go unnoticed. Instead of being outlaws, they're problem solvers who look for all the ways a system could fail. Their curiosity and persistence drive them to uncover even the smallest flaws. This mindset makes them invaluable. Their work often goes unrecognized, but it's essential for keeping businesses and individuals safe. They push systems to their limits, break things in a safe environment, and help build a stronger internet. Every test, every simulated attack makes the digital world a little bit safer. Ethical hackers are the unsung heroes behind the scenes. While others sleep, they're working late, monitoring, testing, and protecting. They're not just fixing problems, they're preventing disasters. Their proactive approach stops threats before they can do any harm. Their work keeps our digital world safer for everyone. Thanks to them, families, businesses, and individuals can browse, shop, and connect with confidence. So next time you hear hacker, remember, some are working for you. They're the guardians of the internet, making sure we can all use technology safely. They're the mythbusters of cybersecurity, challenging stereotypes and proving that not all hackers wear black hats. Your website login is like the lock on your front door. It keeps your digital life private. Your username and password are the keys. Strong logins are our first line of defense, protecting messages, money, and identity. Weak passwords are like leaving your door wide open. For companies, protecting logins means safeguarding millions of users. If a login system is breached, the fallout can be catastrophic. Lost data, ruined reputations, and financial disaster. That's why companies invest heavily in login security. Every login is a shield for your personal world. The stronger your password, the safer you are. For businesses, securing logins isn't just good practice, it's a fundamental duty. Someone is always testing those locks, which is where ethical hackers come in. They help ensure your digital door stays closed to intruders. Now let's dive into one of the most powerful and widely used tools in the world of security testing, Hydra. Whether you're a cybersecurity professional or just curious about how digital defenses are tested, understanding Hydra is essential. Named after the legendary multi-headed serpent from Greek mythology, Hydra attacks login pages with many heads, each head representing a different attempt. It can make thousands of guesses per minute, overwhelming weak defenses with sheer speed and persistence. Hydra is what's known as a brute force password cracker. It automates the process of guessing usernames and passwords, tirelessly trying combination after combination until it finds the right one or exhausts the list. Imagine standing in front of a lock and trying every possible key as quickly as you can. Hydra does this digitally and at lightning speed, making it incredibly effective against poorly secured systems. Hydra operates as a command line tool, which means you interact with it by typing specific instructions. This gives users a high degree of control. allowing them to customize attacks for different situations and targets. You can tell Hydra exactly which website or service to target, what kind of login form to attack, like HTTP, FTP, or SSH, and which lists of usernames and passwords to use. This flexibility makes it a favorite among penetration testers. Both ethical hackers and cybercriminals use Hydra. The tool itself is neutral. It's the intent behind its use that matters most. Think of Hydra like a hammer. In the right hands, it can build and strengthen security, but in the wrong hands, it can cause real damage. Hydra's main job is to test the strength of login systems by attempting to break through them. It exposes weak passwords and helps identify vulnerabilities before attackers can exploit them. When used responsibly, Hydra is a force for good, helping companies discover and fix weaknesses, ultimately making the internet a safer place for everyone. But in the wrong hands, it becomes a weapon for cybercrime, used to steal data or gain unauthorized access. That's why intent and permission are key. Ethical hackers always get explicit consent before testing systems. Hydra is just one tool among many in the cybersecurity world, but its power and versatility set it apart. Understanding how Hydra works is crucial for anyone involved in digital defense or system improvement. That's why it's a staple in every ethical hacker's toolkit, trusted by professionals to keep our digital world secure. So how does Hydra actually work? Let's break down the process step by step so you can see exactly how this powerful tool operates in the hands of an ethical hacker. First, the ethical hacker selects a target login page, always with proper authorization and permission from the organization being tested. Next, they gather two essential lists, one of possible usernames and another of potential passwords. These lists are the foundation of the attack. These lists can be enormous, sometimes containing millions of entries collected from previous data breaches or generated using specialized tools. The hacker then configures Hydra, specifying which website to target and uploading the username and password lists for the tool to use. With a single simple command, the attack is launched. Hydra systematically tries every username with every password, one after another. It's a relentless automated process that doesn't get tired or distracted. Hydra closely monitors the responses from the website. If it detects a login successful message, it immediately reports the winning username and password combination to the hacker. If no match is found, Hydra keeps going, cycling through every possible combination until the entire list is exhausted or a success is achieved. The process is incredibly fast. Hydra can attempt thousands, even tens of thousands of logins per minute, depending on the system's defenses. The quality of the password list is absolutely crucial. The more accurate and comprehensive the list, the higher the chances of finding a weak password and gaining access. Ethical hackers use Hydra as a tool to identify weak spots in security before real criminals can exploit them, working closely with IT teams to ensure safety. The goal isn't to break in for malicious reasons, but to reveal vulnerabilities so they can be addressed and fixed. Once these weaknesses are discovered, IT professionals can patch the system, update passwords, and strengthen overall security. That's how Hydra, when used responsibly, helps organizations strengthen their digital defenses and stay one step ahead of cyber threats. So how do ethical hackers use Hydra for good? They simulate real attacks in a controlled environment with clear rules and permission. Companies provide test accounts and allow the hacker to try common passwords. If Hydra cracks a password, it exposes a real vulnerability. The ethical hacker documents everything in a detailed report. This report gives the company proof of weak spots and actionable steps to fix them. The goal isn't blame, it's improvement. Companies can then enforce stronger password policies or add account lockouts. By using Hydra proactively, ethical hackers help patch serious security holes. The tool reveals where defenses need to be reinforced. That's the essence of ethical hacking, breaking things to make them stronger. But what if Hydra is used by cybercriminals? Their goal is exploitation, not improvement. They scan the internet for vulnerable sites and unleash Hydra on thousands at once. Using massive password lists from past breaches, they play a numbers game. Even a small success rate means hundreds of compromised accounts. Once inside, they steal data, install ransomware, or hijack social media for scams. The consequences can be devastating for both businesses and individuals. The difference isn't the tool, it's the intent. Ethical hackers report and fix, criminals exploit and destroy. Weak login security is an open invitation for attacks. That's why strong defenses are essential. So how do we defend against brute force attacks like Hydra? First, enforce strong password policies, reject weak or common passwords. Complex passwords make brute force attacks nearly impossible. Next, use account lockouts. After a few failed attempts, lock the account temporarily. This stops Hydra in its tracks by slowing it down. Multi-factor authentication, MFA, adds another layer, requiring a second proof like a code sent to your phone. Even if a password is cracked, MFA blocks access. CAPTCHAs and suspicious activity monitoring can also help. If a system detects hundreds of login attempts from one location, it can block that IP. Combining these strategies turns a simple login page into a fortress. Strong passwords, lockouts, MFA, and monitoring are the keys. With these defenses, even Hydra can't break through. That's how you keep your digital doors locked. Why talk about tools like Hydra if they're dangerous? Because security is an arms race. Defenders need to know what attackers use. Keeping these tools secret wouldn't stop criminals, it would just leave defenders in the dark. By understanding Hydra, security professionals can test and improve their own systems. It's the principle of know your enemy. Public knowledge drives better security for everyone. Even regular users benefit. Knowing about brute force attacks encourages stronger passwords and MFA. Awareness leads to better habits and safer online lives. The battle between attackers and defenders pushes technology forward. Tools like Hydra force the creation of stronger defenses. Learning about these tools isn't about hacking, it's about being prepared. Knowledge is the first step to security. Stay informed, and you'll be safer online. We've met the ethical hacker, explored the power of Hydra, and seen the importance of strong logins. It all comes down to intent. The same tools can protect or exploit. Ethical hackers are the immune system of the digital world, making it safer for everyone. But security isn't just their job, it's ours too. Every strong password and every enabled MFA makes a difference. We're all part of the defense. Knowledge is our best weapon. Don't fear these tools, understand them. Being informed makes you a harder target, not a victim. The more we know, the safer we become. Stay curious, keep learning, and remember, you're on the front line of digital security. Together we can build a safer internet. And that's not a myth.